guys! 前回は、卒業旅行でおすすめな沖縄のスポットを少し紹介したんですけれども、今日はジェームスさんと一緒に沖縄あるあるを英会話でお届けしていきたいと思います。So, James.
Hi, Melissa. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again. So, although we've had him on this channel, I haven't had a chance to properly introduce him.
Okay.
But let me have him, James, introduce himself this time. Yeah.
All right. My name is James, and I've been to Okinawa for almost a decade. Right. And, well, I just love this beautiful island.
Wow, great. So, yeah, he moved to Okinawa about 10 years ago.
Right, 10 years ago.
Decade, right.
Yes.
So, what brought you to Okinawa?
Well, it's a long story. But to make it short, I visited Okinawa many years ago, and I was attracted to this beautiful island right away.
Wow.
Yes. And I guess my desire to stay here was so strong that I luckily found a job that, I was able to stay here, and I've been living here since. Yes.
I see.
Right, and I hope that I could, well, thank you for, of course, giving me the opportunity to participate in this interesting project.
Thank
and I hope
you.
I can bring some positive support to the channel. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So, since you've been living here for a long time, what kind of characteristics or special things about Okinawa have you found?
Wow, there's just too many to talk about. What comes to mind first is that people's hospitality here, local people's hospitality, very welcoming to foreigners, and you know, Okinawa has diverse cultures. You know, Japanese culture, American culture, you name it.
Right.
Right, and they all seem to blend, you know, together really well.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a really good. I guess that's very rare to see in Japan, right? Especially in a homogeneous society.
Right, and you are an example yourself.
Oh yes, me too. I have two cultures.
Right.
Yes. So also, have you lived in other parts of Japan?
I visited different parts of Japan, but Okinawa is the only part in Japan that I've stayed for a long time.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, today we'll be sharing the special things that you find in Okinawa together with James here. So first, I think one thing that's very special in Okinawa is the climate. Right?
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. So it suddenly rains.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but although it's a rainy island, people rarely have umbrellas.
Oh, I've noticed that. Like, I don't have the habit of carrying one myself.
Really?
Yes, right.
You don't mind getting wet?
Well, because people drive here in Okinawa.
Right, good point. Yeah, most people drive.
Yeah.
Right, so I guess you can escape the rain quite easily.
Yes, and there are just, you know, lots of malls here.
Malls.
Right, and supermarkets.
Yeah, so you can just go inside a building.
Whenever it rains.
Yeah, right. Yes. In mainland Japan, where I lived, people would use an umbrella, even if it was the lightest rain.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like people have a different attitude towards rain.
Right. Okay.
Right, yeah. So that's one thing about Okinawan climate.
Yes.
But the other thing is typhoons.
Oh, tell me about it. It's just, you know, typhoons can be scary sometimes.
Yes, yes.
Especially a couple of years ago, we had really big ones.
Yeah. Didn't it, I guess it destroyed a part of a car or something?
Right, well, it's just one small example. They destroy many things.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Right.
So yeah, we have a lot of typhoons.
Right.
And also, this is something I noticed. But the daytime feels longer in Okinawa compared to other places.
Well, I guess that's why people are so happy here.
Yes, we're under the sun for a very long time.
Right.
So yeah, those are some characteristics that we find in the climate here. But how about the people? Yeah, I guess although we are Japanese,
Right.
we sometimes have a very different mindset.
Mindsets, of course.
Yeah,
Right.
compared to, I guess, the mainland Japanese. But one thing is people tend to be late.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah,
But I
like-
kind of enjoyed it.
You enjoy it?
Yeah,
Ah.
the Okinawa time, right? That's what
Yes.
you Okay. Right. I think, I guess people have a very laid-back attitude toward, the concept of time.
Right.
Because there is really no reason to rush, right? And you'll be happier that way.
Right. Less
course.
stressful.
Yeah, but of course, you do have to be punctual for certain things.
Yes. Right. So yeah, it's called Okinawa time or Uchina time. So yeah, that's one thing. And if you go to the beach,
Right.
although we are surrounded by lots of beaches, Okinawan people don't really wear bathing suits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the local people,
Okay.
when they, want to play in the or on the beach, they just wear whatever they're wearing, and they just
Oh.
jump in there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's one thing I noticed.
Right.
And the people who are wearing swimsuits are
Right.
usually the tourists.
Tourists.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
very easy to, tell.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's a very interesting way, to enjoy your life
Yeah.
and to enjoy beach here.
Yeah, you
Right.
don't have to really change into something else.
Right.
Yeah, you can just
Okay.
jump into the beach.
Right.
So that's one thing we do.
But we don't encourage other people to do that.
No. Yeah, you should prepare yourself
Right.
properly.
Yes.
It's hard to swim in like a normal, outfit.
Right. Of course.
Yeah. How about how people look?
Oh.
Have you noticed like some characteristics?
People look beautiful here.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. You mean compared to people in
mainland
mainland?
Japan. Yeah.
Of course, there are different aspects of people's looks, but I think generally we are all, nice people.
Yes. That's a very good, comment.
Right.
But yeah, what I noticed
Okay.
is Okinawans have, I guess, deeper facial feature,
Oh,
well-defined
okay.
facial
Right.
features, and our eyebrows tend to be, thicker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
these are some things I noticed. And
Okay.
Okinawans have big eyes and
Okay.
like long eyelashes.
Wow.
And maybe a little bit dark skin
Right.
because of the sun.
Right, of course.
So yeah, sometimes we look similar to Filipinos.
Oh, the
Yeah.
islanders.
Yeah, so it's like I
Okay.
think we have an islander kind of
Right.
look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But of course, nowadays there's many foreigners
Right.
or mainland Japanese
Right.
moving to Okinawa. So I think the difference is getting, less.
Right.
Like myself, I don't look Okinawan at all, but I am Okinawan. So
Right.
yeah, you can see the diversity here.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. And one other thing. I don't know if you've heard, but
Right.
the grandmothers in Okinawa,
Right.
they tend to feed you
Oh.
so much when you visit them.
Really?
Yeah, it's called the Kame attack.
Really? Okay. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so I think because of the war,
Right.
yeah, because people didn't have
Enough food.
enough food to
Okay.
eat. So the grandmothers who experienced
Right.
that kind of starving
Right.
situation
Right.
want to make sure the kids
Are well
fed.
fed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
you were attacked before.
Yes, I was attacked.
Right.
Yeah, by my
Okay.
grandmother.
All right.
Yeah, so that's. I don't know. Maybe do you have that in Taiwan? Like the grandmothers tend to feed you.
I guess
so
it's
much.
the same everywhere,
Ah,
right?
Right.
They want the
right.
kids to be well fed.
I see. I see.
Yeah. But of course, I think Okinawa is, a little bit different, right? I noticed that the miso soup,
The miso soup.
right,
Yeah.
in Okinawa is very different because there are many different kinds of ingredients added into it. It's very different from mainland Japan's.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and I guess it has something to do with adding nutrition to help people get energetic or
Yes.
something. Right.
Yeah. The
That's what I heard.
ingredients. Wow. He's a foodie, so he knows a lot about food that I don't know about. Yeah. So and also
Right.
when I think about Okinawa,
Right.
there's a lot of singers,
Oh yes, of
dancers,
course. Right.
celebrities.
Right.
Yeah, I mean like Natsukawa Rimi, and,
Right.
Begin,
Right.
and Kuroki Meisa.
Right.
All these.
Yes.
There's a lot of people,
Right.
actors, actresses.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
so we
the
have
island's
that.
famous for that.
Yes, yes. And then lastly, the families here tend to have a lot of kids.
Oh.
I don't know if you noticed.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I can notice. I've noticed that there are a lot of kids in Okinawa.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
So I think on average, you at least have 2 kids,
Okay.
which is already above average
Right.
in Japan.
Right.
And I have a lot of friends who have more than 4 siblings.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it's 2020,
Right.
and I think that's kind of rare
Right.
in a advanced.
Well, I guess it's because the island is good for bring up kids.
Yes, it's a good environment.
Right.
Yeah, great. So we talked about how people look and
Right.
the climate.
Yes.
But how about the culture?
Oh.
Have you found anything interesting about Okinawan culture that you don't find anywhere else?
There is just a lot. I think there is an expression in Okinawan that goes like this. It's well, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no problem.
Ichali bachode.
Yes.
Right. That's a very
Yeah.
interesting phrase that I learned.
Right. Yeah, that's a mindset that
Right.
Okinawan people
Yes.
really cherish.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know the meaning of it? Have you heard?
Everybody's like brothers and sisters or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Once you met someone, that person is kind of like your family.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
Right.
maybe that's where the hospitality
Exactly.
comes from.
Right.
Yeah. So that's very, I guess, special to
Right.
Okinawa.
And I've also noticed that there is this Champuro culture.
Ah, right.
Right.
Champuru.
Right.
Champuru means mixed, kind of. We have Goya champuru,
Right.
which is like a mixture of different vegetables and meat and everything like that. So it's like a champuru, mixed culture.
Right.
So we have that word. Yeah, so we have Americans, we have Japanese, we have all kinds of people
Right.
and cultures living here. So that's, champuru culture.
Right.
True. Yeah, that's also very
Okay.
special in Okinawa. And how about the tombs? Have you noticed the tombs?
Oh yes. They're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere, and then they look really. I don't know if it's similar to Taiwan.
I don't think so.
Oh no,
It's totally
okay.
different.
Okay, it's
Right.
totally different. So in mainland Japan,
Right.
usually tombs are this rectangular
Right.
stone,
Right.
but in Okinawa,
Right.
it's like a house.
Oh, yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
actually go inside
Okay.
the tomb.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it can be as big as a normal house.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Well, I heard that Shimi is a very important event.
Yes. Yeah, and that's one reason why it's so huge.
Right.
Because we have a tomb party.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a party in front of the tomb, where relatives gather.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
during this festival called Shimi.
Right.
Yeah, where we, I guess thank our ancestors.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have that.
Wow. So it feels like your ancestors are guarding you guys.
Yeah, exactly. I think
okay.
we have that kind of belief.
Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that whenever it's Shimi, you see on TV news that people just gather together and eat and have fun.
Yeah, they eat and talk in front of the tombs.
Right.
Yeah, which is maybe kind of interesting compared
Right.
to other
Very.
countries.
So I guess family connections are quite important.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.